Good morning, students. Welcome to Archana Miss lecture. Student, today I'll be teaching 10th standard English 1.2, The Thief Story. So, before going to start the chapter, let's see something about writer Ruskin Bond, who has written this story and who is an Indian author of British descent, and he lives with his adopted family in Landore in Mussoorie, India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He got the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra for his published work in English, and he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. So, students, Bond is an eminent contemporary Indian writer of British descent, and his contribution to children's literature is the hallmark of his work, and he has been recognized by the Indian Council for Child Education for the same. He received the Sahitya Akademi Award for Our Trees Still Grows in Dehrad in 1992. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014 for his stellar contribution towards literature. Students, this story, the Thief's story, it is all about a lesson in which we can see the realization and forgiveness which is set against an urban backdrop. Hari Singh, the main character, which is recognized by I, the narrator of the story, who acquaints himself with the straightforward 25 years old Anil during a wrestling match and with the motive of theft. So, students, let's begin the lesson. I, here the narrator, and the name of the narrator is Hari. It will be disclosed later by I. So, I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. So, here I means Hari, narrator of the story, was still a thief and who was 15 years old, and who was having lots of experience of his work. Work means what? Of theft. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him, and he was about 25, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind, and simple enough for my purpose. I hadn't had much luck for late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So, here he describing his gesture and his age. Anil's age, it was 25 years old, and he was a tall, lean fellow. And Anil was watching wrestling, and he looked easy, kind, and simple. And he was thinking that the person is very, perfect or suitable for my work means theft. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence, and he's thinking that I will be successful to win the confidence of this man. Who is thinking? And Hari is thinking. You look a bit of a wrestler yourself, I said. So here Hari said that, do you know the bit of wrestler yourself, and a little flattery help in making friends. Flattery, you can see the meaning of flattery is insincere praise. He was knowing that his praise is not actual, it is not true, but his praise, he was thinking, will help him in making him his friends. So do you? He replied, which put me off for a moment because at this time I was rather thin. So do you? He replied, Who replied? Anil replied, and which put off me for a moment, and which was means response was very put off means unpleasant, okay, for him, because at that time I was rather thin, and because he was not looking a wrestler, and he was very thin then. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestler, I do wrestle a bit. What's your name? So he said, without boosting, in a humble way. He asked, "What's your name?" Hari said, "Hari Singh." He lied again. Okay, he lied to Anil. He said his name Hari Singh, and I took a new name every month. He used to keep change his name every month, because the that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers, because it was keeping ahead, it was keeping far from the police. Changing of name was helping him for keeping him ahead of the police and his former employers. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting, lifting, and throwing each other about. I did not have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. So here, after this introduction, after introduce, or after this introduction between Hari and Anil, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestler. He was talking something about wrestler who was grunting, who was making low guttural sound, and lifting and throwing each other about. I did not have much to say. He was not having much material or much matter to say to Anil. Anil walked away and he followed casually. So he was just relaxed, in a relaxed mode. He was just following in an informal way. Hello again, he said. He said again, hello. I gave him my most appealing smile, and I want to work for you, I said. So here Hari offered him by giving the most appealing, or you can say attentive, getting attractive smile, and he offered that I want to work for you. I said, but I can't pay you. So here Anil denied that he is not having money that he could pay to Hari. I thought that over for a minute. Perhaps I had misjudged my man. So he is thinking that the matter is over now. He can't attach with this person. Now it's all over. So yeah, I asked, "Can you feed me? Can you cook?" When Hari asked that, "Can you feed me?" So then Anil asked, "Can you cook?" "I can cook," he lied again. He said, he lied again that I can cook. If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. Then he agreed that if you can cook, I can provide you a meal. So he took me to his room over the Jamna sweets shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. So I took him to the Jamna sweets shop, and he gave some place in balcony to sleep. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible, because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. But I just hung around smiling in my most appealing way, and he could not help laughing. So he cooked that day, but meal was so meal was very, you can say it was not so tasty, because he could know that because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told him to be off. To go away. Be off means go away. But he just hung around and smiling, but he was not doing so. He didn't do so, but he was just moving around him by giving a appealing away or a smile, but he could not help laughing. But he was not laughing, he was not, you know, attending him. Later he patted me on the head and said, never mind. Again he encouraged him and had teach me to cook, or he's learn he learned him he taught him to cook. And he was taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add number. I was grateful, and I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So he promised him to make him learn, make him teach about numbering, about, writing his name. And he was very thankful to him. He was very showing appreciation for this all the kinds of work. And I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So here Hari was thinking that if he could write like an educated man, then there will be no limit. Obviously a educated man can get his achievement. So he was just thinking about the achievement of a educated person. It was quite pleasant working for Anil, and I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about a rupee a day. And I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. So now the course has been started, and usually it was quite pleasant working for Anil. So he made the tea in the morning, and then he then would take his time buying the day's supplies, and usually making a profit of used to make a profit of about a rupee in a day. And he was thinking that he was making a little money this way, but Anil was not seeming not mind it. Okay, Anil made money bit fit and it starts, and he would borrow one week, lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check, but soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. It seems to wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. Anil made money by fits and start. So Anis was also in puzzle because he used to make his money in short irregular interval. He was not getting money, he was not having a perfect job that he could make money regular basis. So he would borrow one week and used to borrow the money for a week and lend him next, because for that he kept worrying about his next check. But soon it arrived. Soon one good news he got, that he wrote for magazine, and it was because he used to get money, and he used to go to he used to go to out and for celebration, while he used to get money. It seems he wrote for magazines. So his work was what, that he used to write something about the magazines, a queer way to make a living. So it was very unusual. So it was not a regular basis payment for living. So it was it was some making something puzzle for Anil also. So one evening he came home with a small bundle of notes, saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. At night I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. So next evening he came home with a small bundle of notes. See, he was having some money and saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. So he must have sold a book to a publisher, and at night he saw him tuck the money under the mattress. He kept his money under the mattress. Okay, and I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door, and I could come and go as I pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. So before that, no was trusting Hari. So he was, he was thinking that now Anil is trusting him. So he was busy with all about a course during the day, making meals, making tea, shopping, and it was, apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in his line of work, and he had every opportunity of theft, but he was not doing so. So here, and that is why it was so difficult to rob him. It's easy to rob a greedy man because he can offer to be robbed, but it's difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes it doesn't even notice he is being robbed, and that takes all the pleasure out of the work. So here Hari is, thinking that how could I cheat, how could I rob this man who is very careless, who is leaving all the things on me. So he's thinking, he's realizing that it is easy to rob a greedy man, but the person, I can't miss. He was just thinking that a person who is very careless or who is trusting so much on him could not be cheated or could not be robbed. Well, it's time I did some real work. I told myself I'm out of practice, and if I don't take the money, he will only waste it on his friends. After all, he doesn't even pay me. But here he was thinking also, after doing some real work, that he's thinking that he lost all the things he, you can say, live uh, live all the things, and if I don't take the money. But side by side he is also thinking that if I don't take this money, obviously Anil will waste all the money on his friend. After all, he does not even pay me, and he is also worrying that he would not pay him. But Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight, stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. I sat upon on the floor, considering the situation. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out to the blanket, I crept up to the bed. Anil was sleeping peacefully, and his face was clear and unlined. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were mostly scars. So here you can say Anil was asleep, and a beam of moonlight. So here a beam means होता है a line of light stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed, and he was sleeping, considering the situation. If I took the money, if he took the money, he could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. So, sleeping out of the blanket, he crept. This is the past tense of creep, to the bed, and Anil was sleeping peacefully. He was sleeping very peacefully. Anil was sleeping very peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. Okay, and obviously his face was showing no sign of worry, of anxiety. Even I had more marks on my face, but Haris was having lots of marks on his face, though he was mostly scarce. So my hand slid under the mattress, searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. So here the hand slid under the mattress. He he decided that he would take the money, searching for the notes. Then he found them and he got it. I drew them. This is the past tense. Drew is the past tense of draw. It took them out without a sound. Anil sighed. Anil was very deep in his sleep and turned on his side towards him. He was startled. He was feeling sudden shock and quickly crawled out of the room. And suddenly he went from the room. He took the money and went from the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pajama. I slowed down to a walk and counted the notes, 600 rupee in 50s. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. So here Hari was on the road. Started to run, and he had the notes at his waist. So the note was he held there that notes by the strings of his pajamas. Pajama is a loose, you can say, the trouser. Most of the people wear it during night. I slowed down to a walk. So he started walking then and counted the notes. It was 600 rupees of each notes was of 50s. I could live like an, he was thinking now that he was very rich and even an oil rich Arab for a week or two. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life because he was not, he was not, he never took the ticket. That's why he did not stop at the ticket office but dashed straight to the platform, and he went to platform directly. The Lucknow Express was just moving out, and there was Lucknow Express, and the train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriage, but I hesitated. But he was unable to catch the he made his all efforts, but he was unable to catch the train for some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. So he couldn't catch the train, but he can. Why? It will be disclosed later. He he was able to catch the train, but somewhere someone was, stopping him. Someone was, you can say, there was some agitation in his mind. That's why. So we'll be get we'll be getting that later. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. And I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the situation. The only person I knew really well, was the man I had robbed. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. So here, the narrator is saying that the train had gone, and he found himself alone, very pale, very in you can say trauma, on deserted platform. Deserted means abandoned, actually empty. There were no persons were there, and I had no idea where to spend the night. He was not having any resides. I had no friends. He was not having friends. Instead of uh, Anil, here believing, who was trusting him very much, and nobody was, there were no person who can help him. So I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. He decided last that the only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. So he realized very soon that I was going to rob that person who is believing me very much, or who is trusting me very much. So I should not spend time much more on station, but I should leave this station and go to home, return. Leaving the station, and I walked slowly through the bazaar, and he was just walking through the bazaar. In my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's face when they had lost their goods. So it was an experience of a narrator of being a theft, being a thief, that the realization of the situation, the realization of situation of a man who has lost each and everything, even the good relation with someone. So the greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, and the poor man showed acceptance. So it was his experience about a person's face or a person's behavior. So obviously, a greedy man showed fear. Always a greedy man face. Greedy man always having some fear, and a rich man shows anger because he is rich, and the poor man always wants acceptance, always wants receiving positive answer. But I knew that Anil's face, uh, when he discovered the theft, would show only a touch of sadness, not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. But he was knowing that Anil face when he discovered the theft. But when he is realizing that when Anil will come to know that he was having friendship with a thief, he would show only a touch of sadness. So not for the loss of money, he would have some grief, but for the loss of trust. So it is the realization of that person. So let's see the next para. I found myself in the Maidan and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. It was early November, and a light drizzled. This drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. So, the situation was also explaining, going through the bazaar, situation of Maidan, and the drizzled light, and the status of discomfort or stress. He soon realized, and obviously the raining quite heavily, the situation of pajama shirts stuck to his skin, cold wind blew the rain across his face realized him very soon that he is going to do something wrong. So he went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of a clock tower, and the clock showed midnight. It was midnight. I felt for the notes. So he just saw a glimpse to the notes, and they were damp from the rain. They were actually, it was some slight wet. Okay, the note was uh, um, the note was some weight from the rain. Anil's money. In the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema, but now I had it all. I couldn't cook his meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences any more. So he was thinking about all over the course that he used to do. Morning, bazaar, making tea, cook, and obviously writing of a sentence. Now he's thinking I would not have to do these all the things. So I had forgotten about them in an excitement of the theft. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a really big man, a clever and respected man was something else. I should go back to Anil, I told myself, if only to learn to read and write. So now he realized that I'm going to do some wrong thing, so I should go directly to Anil's, and I should apologize for this, that I have taken the money by mistake. And he realized that even a educated person, being a literate, can be honored much more than a theft. So he decided to go back and convey all the things and give money to or give him money return and apologize for that. So I hurried back to the room, feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway. In clouded moonlight, Anil was still asleep, and I crept to the head of the bed, and my hand came up with notes. I felt his breath on my hands. I remained still for a minute, then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. So he returned back in hurried to the room, feeling very nervous. He was very nervous. He was very stress, for it is because it is easy to steal something, but it is very difficult to return in undetected manner. So he opened the door quietly, and he saw that still Anil was sleeping. So he crept. The past tense of creep is crept. He crept to the head of the bed, and his hand came up with the notes. Okay, and he felt that his breath on my hand, and he remained still for a minute. So he waited for a minute. Then his hand found the edge of the mattress, and he slipped under, and he slipped the notes under it with the notes. So in this way he returned the money on its exact position where it was kept. I awoke late next morning. I awoke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50 rupees note between his fingers. My heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. What he saw next morning, that what he saw that Anil was offering him 50 rupees note. By seeing that, he was very depressed. He felt very depressed. What he thought? He thought that I have been might I have been caught. I thought I had been discovered. What he was thinking, that he might have been caught. I made some money yesterday, he explained. Who explained? Anil explained that I earned some money yesterday. Now I'll be giving, money on regular basis. So it was, he decided some payment on regular basis for Hari's. So my spirit rose. Now he was being relaxed and he became very hopeful that now the thing is clear, that he was not have been caught. So, but when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. But when he took the money note, it was showing the condition of yesterday's rain, uh, because it was wet. So today we will start writing sentence, he said. Anil said that from today onwards we will start our sentences, writing sentences and all the things. He knew, but neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything, and I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way, and this smile came by itself without any efforts. Knowing all the things, Anil was very positive. He never saw this situation, he never saw anything through his lips or his eyes. So he smiled at Anil. Anil smiled, and in response to Hari's smile, in very appealing manner, that the matter is, there is no anything between both of them. So, students, in this way, Ruskin Bond has explained the real human nature, how a positive behavior can change a corrupt man. So, the lesson centers on the idea that we should believe in the innate goodness of human being, that or and you can say trust them, as it can evoke a sense of realization even in the most corrupt of individual. So, in this lesson, in this story, Ruskin Bond has tried to explain the real nature of human being and how a positive behavior, how a positive thinking, how a positive efforts can change a human nature. Thank you, students. I hope you understood this lesson. And if you have any doubt, ask me. Thank you so much.